Hey folks, John Reynolds with Solomon Colors and Brickform. Today I'm going to talk to you about our new Cem-Coat Plus. So this is an 8-pound bag of material. We're going to add it with water, and we're going to be using our microtop overlay liquid colorants to color the mix. It's a really cool system, very simple to use. We can roll it on or we can spray it on through an airless sprayer. And we're going to go through a couple different slabs and show you just how to use this product. Okay, so we set up a couple small slabs just to demonstrate the application process. You can see this is a texture skin slab. The color is really messed up, and we did that on purpose because this happens out in the field. Multiple colors, not uniform, and it's exactly what the customer didn't want. We've simulated a broom-finished driveway. It's got some stains in it just to kind of make it look like a normal, say 10-year-old driveway. So once we have our slab properly prepared, cleaned, profiled, ready to go, we're going to mix up our CemCoat. Again, this is an add water product using our overlay liquid colorants. Very simple, 4 quarts of water to 1 bag. Do not use more than 4 quarts. Make sure to wear a dust mask. This stuff is very fluffy. It has a silica fume aggregate in it, and that's going to get into your lungs. We don't want that. So make sure you use a good dust mask. Wear some gloves. I'll get some eye protection going here too, just to make sure we don't get anything in our eyes. Okay, so we've got our 4 quarts of clean water. We don't want to use anything that's out there that's like terrible junky well water. We want to use some stuff that's good and clean. It'll help with the process of getting a good clean mix. So we're going to put our 4 quarts in here. So this is our liquid colorant that we're going to be using on the broom finish. It's our medium gray 200. Shaking this up really, really well. Get any pigment busted up from the bottom. And we're going to pour this in. We're going to load up about 1/4 of that jar. Shake it up again. Then dump the rest of that pigment in there. That's the way we want that. Mix our liquids. So now Johnny's going to cut open the bag. We're going to dump it slowly and mix everything in. We mix this up for about 90 seconds. You saw Johnny scrape the sides. That's always important to get any chunks off the sides and off the bottom. We're going to let it sit or slake for about 3 to 5 minutes, and then we'll remix it prior to applying the product. So again, this is our broom finish slab. We're going to go through our surface preparation. We're going to remove stains. We're going to do all that kind of stuff. But we're going to dip and roll this. We're using a 3/8" nap roller since it's a pretty smooth finish. In here, we're going to roll this down. We'll show you just how easy this will cover up things on our broom finish slab. So the thing that is nice about using CemCoat is, as its name implies, it is a cement-based product. So this product is mixing up with polymers and a real flour-like aggregate to create a really nice abrasion-resistant surface. A lot of times you don't get that when you're using regular latex paints or other types of paints. They may be designed for concrete, but without the cement content, it's not going to have the abrasion resistance that the CemCoat does. Like this line right here, these are things that we do not want to leave. We have to make sure we roll that out. This has such a fine aggregate that if we don't, it's going to cure, and because the aggregate is so small, it's going to shrink. And when it shrinks, it creates a weak spot in the product, and you can have failure there. So always roll these lines out, keep the product very thin, and shoot for a coverage rate of about 200 square feet per bag when rolling the product out. We're going to use this airless sprayer. If you've got a different type of sprayer, different size, you want to make sure that you get the right tip for the size of your sprayer. We mixed up the product and we ran it through a strainer twice. Anything bigger than our silica fume, we want to strain that out so that we don't clog up our airless sprayer. If you have a patterned job, say a brick pattern, a random stone, or an English cobblestone or something like that, where you've got some deep imprints, if you try to roll that on, that roller is going to go over those deep imprints, and you're going to have to sit there and do those by hand or have a small roller on a stick to try to get into those nooks and crannies. So using an airless has a lot of advantages when it comes to spraying this product out. So right now we've got 2 coats down. We're looking at coverage rates around 200 to 400 square feet per application. With the airless, we're going to get that higher end, 300 to 400 square feet per application. So it may take a couple more passes to really get 100% coverage if you're looking for 100% coverage. Drying times are going to vary. On a hot day, the material is going to dry very quickly. You're talking 10 to 15 minute dry times, and you'll be able to go back over it with a second coat. All right, we're getting ready to use our Antique It product. We've already got a video on that. Check us out at brickform.com. We're going to do this real quick to show you what this finished slab is going to look like with an antique surface. We're all done with our CemCoat Plus project here. We started out with our CemCoat. Our new CemCoat comes in the 8-pound bag. I added 4 quarts of water to it. On this side, we sprayed this out with an airless sprayer, and then once it dried, we used our Antique It over it. On this side, we used a solvent-based sealer, and on this side, we used a water-based sealer. And so on this side, this was our broom finished. You can see the difference between the solvent-based sealer and the water-based sealer. Very simple product to use, very easy installation, and just follow the rules and you won't have any trouble with it. It'll be there for years and years. CemCoat Plus. Look for us on the shelves of your local Brickform distributor, and for more information and videos, check us out at brickform.com.